What is your name?
My name is Michael Jessen. I'm the representative of Ebusco, the manufacturer of this electric city bus. And this is the first electric city bus in the world that can drive 300 kilometers and has a 12 meter length low floor aluminum city bus. And we have 311 kilowatt hours of batteries in the system that will give you just enough to drive about 300 kilometers inside the city. We drove already lots of more kilometers, but we say 300 just to be safe. And we're trying now to get some more buses driving here in Sweden. And we start here in Eskilstuna and some other cities as well.
Is this sort of a first try?
Actually, we already sold some buses, not only here in Europe, but also in China. So we have 350 buses driving in China for already a little bit more than 1 million kilometers. So we already have a lot of experience with our driveline system. And since 1.5 years, we are also building our own buses. So our complete own design with 80% of all the components you see here are European components. So with the ZF axles, Mobitex displays, Ventura doors from the Netherlands, Spanish seats. We use Swedish fabrics, so from Svensson in Göteborg. And then we have an Actia CAN bus system, a French system for the CAN bus. We're going to get in September in the newest bus that we are going to reveal in Bus World in Kortrijk. We are going to get the latest and newest dashboard from Continental. German dashboard with completely digital displays with partly touchscreen but also with touch buttons. So because we did a lot of research for the displays, that not touch screens is not the future, because you always need to watch to the displays, and it's better to just watch on the road and touch the displays with your hands. So well, that's about it. And now we're going to drive here for 2 weeks in Eskilstuna. Then we're going for 2 weeks to Orust, and from Orust we're going back to Eskilstuna, and then we are going to deliver this bus in Helsinki at Veolia. So then I will drive there for a few years. Daily operation.
Yeah. How long does it take to manufacture?
We can, for instance, if somebody orders...
If I were a company,
yeah. If you order now, delivery is less than 6 months.
Okay.
Less than 6 months. We can handle very fast. We have 2,500 people working in our factory, so we can produce very fast. And even if they want to have it faster, it's also possible. But we need to plan something. So of course we cannot put it out of our sleeve in a second. But less than 6 months at this moment.
Yeah.
We have a production capacity of at least 300 to 400 buses a month, if it's necessary. So we can produce a lot of buses.
Do you see any side effects from using electrical?
No, actually I don't. I only see advantages instead of disadvantages. The only disadvantage I can imagine is that it's a little bit more expensive to buy in first case, but at the end, in a concession of about 10 years, it will be much cheaper than a diesel bus, and you don't have the pollution, and you don't have so much costs for maintenance. So it has much more advantages compared to diesel buses. And even also some things you cannot even calculate. So for instance, healthcare is going to be better or cheaper because there's no extra costs anymore, but it's something you cannot calculate. It's only something you can tell, but you cannot say exactly how much it will save in money for healthcare. But on the other side, you can calculate how much you will save on energy costs. So the diesel costs will go back, and energy prices will be less as well. So it's a win-win situation for in all cases.
Do you see any? Do you see how our city could benefit from using?
Definitely. I just heard that the most lines here drive less than 200 kilometers a day. Average, so that's an ideal situation to change to electric buses. If you can see that this bus is a 311 kilowatt version, so we can drive 300 kilometers in the city. So that means that we can replace at least 90% or 80% of all the buses here. And I believe there were about 40 buses driving here in Eskilstuna. I'm not sure exactly, but that's what I heard, the figure. So then, yes, you can save it on 40 buses of. Well, that will make a huge change. Let's say if you change 40 buses into electric buses.
So now the bus driver must take a course in
well, it's
to be an electrician.
No, actually, it's not that very difficult or different than compared to a normal diesel bus. Of course, it's in my eyes, it's actually easier to drive than a diesel bus because it's like a very big golf cart. You only have to brake and to give the throttle.
Yeah.
And put it in forward or reverse. So it's a very easy bus to drive, and you have all the information on the screens, so you can see exactly what you're doing and how much energy you are saving.
Yeah. How are the doors operating?
Well, you have
on
Ventura.
On the earlier versions of the buses, they have the pneumatic opening systems.
We don't have pneumatic systems anymore, not for the doors, let's say. So we have completely electric doors from Ventura. It's a Dutch company, and they say in the door market that Ventura has got Rolls-Royce underneath the bus doors. So we have tested these doors together with Ventura for 2.5 million slides, so cycles to open and close, without any issues. So if you compare it to pneumatic systems, it's in the top 3 of failures in buses at this moment. So the biggest costs, one of the biggest costs for bus operators is to fix the pneumatic doors during winter time, but also in summertime. So that's something you don't have anymore on this bus.
Yeah, and one last thing. Many people may get worried that this bus is going to like get stuck in the middle of the road because batteries are low. Does it have any sort of backup system?
No, there is no backup system, but if you look into a diesel bus, if there is no diesel anymore in the diesel bus, then it's also stuck on the road.
Yeah.
So and then you need to pull it back to the depot, or you need to put diesel in it. Of course, on this bus, there is a warning system already 40 kilometers before it will stop. There is a warning signal, so then you have more than time enough, or kilometers enough, to drive back to the depot. When there is the warning signal, then you should say, okay, we're going back. But then again, there's no need to worry to stand stuck in the middle of the road.
Does it have any safeguards?
Yes, we
like
have a
against
complete software system.
Electromagnetic fields.
No,
so
well, we have tested. You need to do this electromagnetic field test before you get vehicle type approval, European vehicle type approval. It means the COC, the Certificate of Conformity. And we have done this test. We finished it in 2 days. So that's a very fast test compared to other manufacturers. They struggle a lot with magnetic fields, and I have put a lot of effort in this bus to get rid of those magnetic fields. I was busy for 4 months with this bus for the complete manufacturing, but also to maintain the quality that we want to enhance, and also to make sure that we will get all the papers that we need, and so all the regulations, everything you see here is confirmed European regulations, so also the magnetic fields.
Yeah. I hope we see more of this bus
Me too. Me too. It would be very nice.
in use in the future.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I hope
it's going
it's
to.
I hope it's a very good investment.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it is. Definitely.
Yeah. So.
It depends, of course, which brand they are going to buy.
Right.
I'm only talking for Ebusco at the moment, not for all electric buses. Hi there, my name is Michael Jessen from Ebusco. I'm a project manager for our company. We are based in the Netherlands, and we are the first manufacturer in the world for electric city buses that can drive more than 300 kilometers and carry more than 95 people inside the bus. And I just want to thank you for watching Eskilstuna local community media.